Hello, this is Jeannie, and I'm here because I am going to work on my e-zine. Um, this is for Amalia at Cool Cakes and Craft. This is for a swap that she's doing. She had a video in it about it last month. I will try to share that, and I'm trying to get this finished so I can get it off into the mail. The due date is December 12th. And if you go to her channel, she shows you exactly how to make one. If you don't know how to make one, there are plenty of tutorials, but check out Amalia's. And if you're interested, she was just asking to work on a e-zine about gratefulness, thankfulness you may have. And, basically you could do anything with it mixed media wise, stamping, die cuts, all that kind of stuff. I do a lot of stamping and die cuts, so that's what my thing is going to be all about. And I found some beautiful paper. I'm still working on this paper pad. I believe it is from K & Company. And this was the one side, and this was the other side that some of the papers are. I loved this, it's almost like Baroque type design. So that's what my little e-zine is going to be. I folded it so that the darker is on the inside, and then I have the front, back cover, and then 6 pages to work on. And I like how it's already has a bit of a mottled look, crackled look, and so I love that look. So I'm working on that right now, so you just follow along and see what I do. You can fast forward as you need to. I have pretty much everything cut out. I have a bunch of stamps, die cuts. What else was I going to put on there? I cannot. Oh, I have some of the Tim Holtz embossing glaze. I want to try my hand at that. So I may be pausing here and there to go off and get my stuff, and just so you all know that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start. This was going to be my front cover. And I have one of my favorite tools. This has got my Scotch ATG. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it started. I've had this gun for a very long time, and I love it. Just going to offset this a little bit, and I stamped this with a, what do you call it? A title from the stamp set that I chose to use. And it says Autumn Blessings. And then a little decoration down here. And that stamp set is an old stamp set. I actually just made Thanksgiving cards for my family using this stamp set. TPC Studio, called Autumn Harvest. Never used it. I don't even know how old it is. Let's see if I can find a date on here. No date. But I can imagine. I got it at AC Moore, which is now closed, and I got it for $2. Never used it. So I'm getting through a lot of the stamps, but I love the sayings that were on here. So those the sayings are also going to go into my little journal here. So there's my front cover, and I was going to decorate it. I have a whole bunch of die cuts, and I was going to decorate it, the front probably a little bit more, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I'm going to go into the first and second page. I actually had already cut this leaf out, and I didn't want to throw this away because I liked, the shape that it made. These are old Sizzix dies I've had for a very long time. The old green steel ones. You guys will probably remember those. And then there was a little stamp of an acorn from that same stamp set. So for the inner cover, I had a stamp. As soon as I can find my stamp stuff. And the stamp says, it's this one right here. Said, everyone must take time to sit and watch the leaves turn, Elizabeth Lawrence. And that is the stamp that I was working on here, and I actually have some paper already here. I had it all set up. I just got to stamp it, and I'm using my Vintage Photo because it's one of my favorite browns. I think everybody likes that same brown, right? Something about that particular ink pad everybody likes, me included. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Misty here, which I love. This is the original Misty, and I still am using it. It's my favorite because, as you can see, it doesn't stamp. If it doesn't stamp dark enough, let me just go back. See if I can stamp that a little darker. Let's see how that goes. The thing I have found when you're using the Misty and you're restamping is not to press really hard, because what you can do is you can smush the ink. Now that looks actually pretty good, but I think I might just do it one more time on the bottom here. And see how that goes. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. There we go. So I'm going to use that sentiment. I'm going to clean my stamp off a little bit, put it back. Probably going to use some more sentiments, but like I said, as I go along, I will be using them all on that particular set. I also wanted to, I went around the corners on this a little bit. Let's see. It's got to go in that way. There we go. You know, as I'm doing this, it just occurred to me that I have, I think I have a corner rounder in here too. I've been stamping and crafting for a very long time, and like most of you, you probably have all these same tools. This is my Creative Memories little paper cutter. One of my favorites. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can. Okay. I prefer this little, again, this is Creative Memories, had it probably 1990s, I think. It's been a while. All right. I need a table here to put my extra stuff. Okay. So I have that. So I got to figure out something to put behind it or with it. So let's see what I got here. I have this little leaf peeking out. I could also put another little design element. I think I'll do that. Okay. I'm keeping this very simple. I am a simple person, and whoop. I don't know if you all have this happen, but I use that art glitter glue. I wish I'd gotten the smaller bottle when I first bought it, but it was just before the winter time, and they usually will not mail it out, especially since I think it comes from up north of me. And when I ordered it, I ordered the little tip that goes with it, but this little tip seems to clog really easy no matter how well I clean it. So I just do it this way now. So all right, is that, and I did take my distress ink and went through and distressed all the edges as well. I'm sure I'll go back and I'll find some other things to put on here. So there's my first little thing that I wanted to use. Okay, now go to the second and third pages. I have some other things here I wanted to use. So I have these little, here's the cutout from the one in front of there, in front of this one. Oop, that cut out. So again, I'm going to look at using another, let's see, I like that too. And yes, I eyeball a lot of stuff. I use my paper cutter sometimes, other times I don't. All right. I think what I'm going to do, I am going to use those leaves, and I'm going to find another sentiment, and we're going to use another piece of paper here. Let's see what other sentiment I have. So I use this one. On there. With the leaves, I think I'm going to use this autumn is a second spring where every leaf is a flower. Albert Camus. See if that's going to fit on there. Yes, it is. Okay. So let me stick that on there. And I need my stamper again. I should have had all these stamped out before I did this, but yeah, you know. Sometimes this is the way you get to work on stuff, is you just start playing around and we'll see how it goes. Now I think I'm going to use okay, that's good. I'm going to use the same ink. I have a Momento brown ink I might grab too if this is not showing up dark enough. I love these little sayings. Oh, that's pretty. You know what? I think I am going to. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get one. Okay, so here is the ink I was looking for. So we'll see how this goes a little darker. This is that Momento. This is the Rich Cocoa. See how that one stands out. Oh, it stands out a lot better. I like that one. So, yeah. Yep. So we'll work on that one. All right. I think I'm going to get that just a little bit more. I have all this stuff down here, like most people that have been crafting a while. And you're like, I need to use this stuff. And I have a lot of scraps. And I like working on these projects, but a lot of times you go, I've got so much stuff, I don't know where to start. So I have this stencil, and I think I am going to use some of my ink here. And put some of this ink on here for a little dimension. So I get this piece of paper out of the way. Not the neatest looking stenciler either. Sorry about that. All right. See how that looks good. All right. I love that brown from Momento too. It's another one of my favorite browns. Some of that stuff back here. And I like to offset stuff, so that's another thing I like to do. So some of these leaves falling down, maybe that would be cool. And I had one other one. Here it is. Okay, that's what I'm going to do with that. So go ahead and get that set down. Do my sentiment. All right. I'm listening to Christmas music in the background, with it being December 1st. It's you know, they start playing Christmas music right after Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving Day. And I love all Christmas music. Okay, here's that one. And I'm going to work on the next one here. All right. I think I'm going to probably be going back and doing a little bit of stamping too, but I just mainly wanted to get these die cuts down first. So, okay. Yeah, I like this paper, but I think I need to clean that edge up a little bit. There we go. Okay. I have thoughts in my head of how I'm doing these things, so we'll see how they turn out. Okay. All right. I always put my glue bottle on the side and hope that it doesn't spill out. All right. All right, let's see what to do with this. Let's see, which side do I use? Do I use this side or do I use this side? I think I like that darker brown better. Need to grab my tweezers too while I'm at it. Let me grab those, sorry. Get my arm in the way here. And they go. Don't know where they went. I see my... Huh. I am so sorry. Grabbing right in front of you all. Let's see if I can find my tweezers. These are tweezers, but these are not the ones I was looking for. Huh. What did I do with them? Found the tweezers. Oh my goodness. So, making a bit of a mess here, but the great thing is this glue likes to dry clear, so we will be good. All right, and where's the other one? Here it is. Make sure I do that on the... Got a little bit of glue on there so I can do that. So I told you I found my tweezers. Yay! All right, get a little glue on there. All right. You know how you've had these things for a long time and you go, have I ever used that? I may not have. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do, add a little flourish. And I had another paper here that I was going to use. Let's see. I think this was the other one I was going to use for my other sentiment because it's a bit of a thick one. This one says, the October day is a dream, bright and beautiful as the rainbow, and as brief and fugitive. Okay, still working away here, but I didn't want to bore you with stamping and stuff that, yeah, you've all done. But anyway, so I was last at around this page, and then I stamped out this particular sentiment and added some old Sizzix corners, some paper I like. I love plaid. And again, stamps from that other stamp set and another Sizzix die. And then I added this little tag, Harvest Fall Colors Autumn, Time for Sharing. Just put a little personal note on it. Kind of stuck it here in this back. And then I just have to do this very last page, and it probably will just put my information on it and maybe a little design. And so I'm still working on that, so I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have finished as much as I'm going to put into it. So like I said, I am a stamper and a die cutter, and I'm still learning mixed media techniques. So yeah, I got her finished. So there's my cover. Here's my inside. Let me do this right. There we go. Trying to figure out how to get this to... There we go. So you can see I can add a little stamp to this die cut and put die cuts throughout. Did some stenciling. Just added more die cuts and some more stamping. I'll add the stamps that I used below, what I used. And then the very last thing here says, gratitude makes what we have enough. And then like I said, I stuck a little tag in there with a little personal note. And that's it. That is my e-zine, my very first one. And easy to make if you can get all your supplies ready and ready to go. And I enjoyed doing that. So thank you, Amalia, for letting me be a part of the swap. This is going to be on your way to you. Thank you.